This video is dedicated to you. Each and every one of you haters who are talking smack about my draft, about my brilliant and clever draft. That's so good. Okay? Listen up. This is the GBA. My name is Wolf. I'm the coach of the Milwaukee Bewears. Milwaukee is the most beautiful city on earth. The Bewears are a Pokemon. It's my mascot, okay? And I have a team of 11 Pokemon which I drafted, and which everyone and their mother seems to have an opinion about. Everyone thinks they know about Pokemon, okay? Well, guess what? You don't. Okay? Okay? So here we are. Here's the deal. I'm playing in a singles league. It's called the GBA. It's the Global Battle Anthropologists, okay? And I had to pick some Pokemon. So I did. And now, everyone... I'm thirsty. I think I'm dehydrated. That wasn't a lot of water. I'm still thirsty. But anyways, for your sake, I won't drink anymore. But everyone has an opinion. Everyone has something to say.
Oh, Wolf picked tier 1, turn 1, draft 1, Reuniclus. So stupid.
You're stupid, okay? Listen, alright, I'm walking you through the Pokemon I took and why I picked them. And then I'm going to use them in the game. So anyway, the way the GBA works is it's 12 weeks long in the regular season. There are conferences, or there's divisions. There's divisions. There's 4 teams per division, and then there's there's two divisions per conference. So 8 teams in a conference, 4 teams in a division. You play everyone in your division twice, and everyone in your conference once, or the other team in your conference once. So that's 12 weeks total. At the end of it, the top 2 in every single division, so 2 out of each of the 4 divisions. There's 16 coaches, 4 divisions. To the top 2 in each of those divisions moves on to playoffs. So it's a top 8 cut out of 16. However, my division is actually pretty difficult because I have Aster, Chimpact, and Gator, all of whom are really good. And Chimpact and Gator are probably they're well known for being I don't know that much about Aster. I'm sure he's strong. Although he's been talking smack about my draft especially. So Aster, I'm coming for you. Okay. I don't even care if you're good. I'm coming for you. You better watch out. But Chimpact and Gator, both really, even as a VGC player, I know that they're very good. So it's going to be tough, and I might not make it out. But I'm still going to prove that turn 1, pick 1 Reuniclus is the play, all right? Listen up. Okay, so here's the way this works. There are different tiers on your screen. I have to pick one of each of those tiers, and then you get, I don't know, some points, 400 points, I don't remember, to pick your free spots. You get 4 free spots. You have to fill the tiers on the screen there, and then you get a mega. Picking a worse mega gives you more points. So here's the deal. Reuniclus, Psychic type, very bulky. 3/2 really good abilities. Magic Guard protects it from status and Stealth Rocks and any passive damage. Regenerator lets it heal when it switches out, so that's really good. Amazing coverage. Psychic, Electric, it gets Thunderbolt, it gets Energy Ball, it gets Psychic, it gets Trick Room, it gets Shadow Ball, it gets setup moves, Calm Mind, Acid Armor. Really strong Mon, in my opinion. And this is the Mon when I played the WBE, when I played against it, I felt like I had nothing that I could do that could beat all of its sets. And so because of that, I felt like it was a really strong pick round 1. And even though it's not tier 1, even though people are I actually traded away. I was originally the 2nd pick, and I traded for the 12th because I knew I wanted to pick Reuniclus early on. And because I knew I wanted to pick Reuniclus, I didn't think it was likely to go early on. So I figured I would be better off if I just started picking better, the tier 2 mons that I thought were really good, and then go from there, and then pick my tier 1 later. So that was my general strategy here. Reuniclus, like I said, it basically it has a lot of options, and I really like it as a Pokemon. And it's the Pokemon I used to win nationals for the first time and regionals for the first time. So it has a lot of meaning to me personally. I never get to use it, and so I really wanted Reuniclus. It might I could have waited for it, but I didn't want to risk it. So I picked it. I feel really good about it. Everyone thinks it's a terrible pick, but I personally think it's going to be really strong. I'm looking forward to using it. And that's all I have to say about that. Am I recording? I am. All right, next up, think. We have Tangrowth. So Tangrowth, I like Tangrowth here because it's another really bulky Pokemon with Regenerator, and it has pretty cool options. So it's not super offensive, but it's nice because it's a really good physical wall. So it can switch into pretty much almost any physical attack that doesn't hit it for super effective, it can switch into it. And I think that's a really valuable ability. It gets knockoff as well, which I think is pretty valuable in singles because it's just a really good attack. It also gets Sleep Powder and Leech Seed and all these supporting moves. And really, the real thing I wanted was, I just figured starting off with 2 Regenerators would be really strong, because I knew I wanted Reuniclus, and my plan was originally to take Tornadus T, but I figured I waited too long to take it, which was a big mistake, because it ended up being taken by Pokemon, John, aka Keith, and that was a problem because I didn't think anybody would want it, because I was looking at the picks and I was like, it was at some point where there was like only a few people could pick tier 1, and I didn't think it made sense on their teams, or maybe like I figured that people wouldn't want Tornadus T because Aaron had Rain, and so I figured I wasn't really under threat, so I was just going to pick it last. But then John took Tornadus T, and that was a big disaster. So anyway, so the original plan was Reuniclus, Tangrowth, Tornadus T, get speed, get slow, get like middle speed, or like slower / middle speed, like really slow, really fast, middle speed, get access to knockoff. Tangrowth was another Pokemon I played against the WBE, which I thought was like really cool and like really hard to fight against, and so that's the primary reason why I wanted it. I think it's a strong Mon, and yeah, I like the dual regenerator thing I have going on here as well. I guess I'm just going to do this fast, I guess. So, I originally wanted Sylveon. I had this whole plan to take Reuniclus, then Tangrowth, then Sylveon, but Sylveon was picked, and then I was going to take Clefable for my tier 1, but then Clefable was picked. And then I just, like, panicked, and I was like, I want a Fairy. I thought Wish plus Heal Bell with Aromatisse in the GBA, and the WBE was, like, so strong. And I really like Heal Bell because, like, Florges and Reuniclus, if I'm running Regenerator, I can't run Magic Guard and Reuniclus, and Tangrowth can be poisoned, so I thought having something with Heal Bell could be really strong to heal off those, and also to pass Wishes, just for the rest of the team. Florges also gets Defog, which in singles is really big. It gets rid of Screens, it also gets rid of Hazards, and Florges is decent special attack stat. It's actually bulkier, I don't think it's bulkier than Sylveon, actually, but getting Defog is pretty big. It could run Calm Mind setup, that's another option, but it's primarily used for support, and yeah, I thought it was like pretty good to have. Typing wise, like I don't know, like I wanted a Fairy type for sure because of like dragons, and really I just wanted something with Heal Bell and Wish and Protect and like all that stuff. So yeah, that's why I picked Florges. Aromatherapy, same thing as Heal Bell. I think it gets it. Yeah, Florges is another really defensive Pokemon, but yeah, that's that. This is where I messed up. This was a huge mistake. So my plan originally was to take Mega Banette and go for like some cool stuff with that, but then I panicked and I don't remember why I picked Garchomp, but I picked Garchomp. Do I regret it? Yes. Should I pick something else? Yes. I can actually change Pokemon, so this I'm going to change my team at some point for sure. For sure. I just want to get a feel for like using the Pokemon first, but Garchomp's probably one of the ones who may or may not be gone. Although he could be good. I don't know. What I like about Mega Garchomp is like, so it's in regular form, you don't have to Mega right away. So in regular form, he's really fast. He has 102 base, I believe, and so that allows him to outspeed a lot of things. And with Swords Dance, he can be really bulky. And actually, what's cool about Mega Garchomp is that Mega Garchomp's actually, it gains attack, but it also gains a lot of bulk, and that's really valuable because it allows him to be, after like a Swords Dance, to be like a really bulky sweeper, but also to have the speed if he wanted. So he doesn't give up an item, but I figured it could be really good to have kind of a stronger offensive Pokemon, given that I had so much bulk. And I like that Mega Garchomp, because a lot of sweepers, in my experience, are kind of frail, but I like that Garchomp's actually bulky enough that like I could get him in, I could do some damage, and then I could switch out and into something like Florges, and then Wish, and then go back in and not have to fear getting KO'd, because he is bulky enough. So that was the thought process of Mega Garchomp. It gets good coverage. I also, at this point, I wanted like a Stealth Rocker as well, because I didn't have any Stealth Rockers, and at the moment I wasn't sure if I was going to get one, so I figured like taking a Mega that was like faster than my other Pokemon and had options to set up and was like actually pretty bulky, and had the option to be fast and powerful, but also could be run like super bulky and slow. I thought that was a pretty cool opportunity. So there's a lot of there's some cool sets that I can do with Garchomp now that I think about it, so I actually might end up keeping him now that I think about it. But yeah, Garchomp, I just wanted some power. I wanted the coverage as well. I wanted something to switch. I wanted a ground type for sure. I also I like the Garchomp resists fire, because at the moment Reuniclus, Florges, like if you look at the synergy there, like we have 2 bug weaknesses, we have 1 bug resistance, we have like 2 fighting resistance. So we're doing like pretty good on fighting, but like flying type is a problem, fire type was a problem, ice is a big problem, to be honest, at the moment. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Next up is Circuitry. So I was like, basically because I had the points, I budgeted my points originally to take Sylveon from tier 2, and so like I still had all these points left over because I took Florges instead, and so I was like, yo, what other good tier 2s are there? And I was looking at the list and I was like, Circuitry is actually pretty cool. Like in the VGC, as you know, Circuitry has a lot of potential to sweep, and in singles, it seems like that potential should also be like more dangerous because it can't be double targeted. So Circuitry is a Pokemon that I think actually is really good, especially on a bulky team, because Circuitry is not that frail when you run it bulkily. Like in Australia, there was the team that Inosh and Daniel Walker were running, and it was like bulky Circuitry, Arcanine with Wiki Berry Circuitry or some 50% berry, and it was really hard to stop because Circuitry like instead of just going on immediately in the offense, they would just like play defensive with it and like have other threats as well, and then they would boost up with Tail Glow, and then from there it was think. It was just hard to beat. I had to play the team. I had to beat Daniel Walker, and then I had to beat another Australian guy, Triceratops, I believe. I forgot his real name, but his green name was Triceratops, I think. And it was like, those were like 2 really, really close, really difficult battles that I barely won. And so, like, anyway, I think Circuitry is pretty good. I also like the Circuitry is the option of being fast with Scarf, and it just hits so hard, or like Specs. I don't know, I feel like it has good options. Good coverage, like Fairy, Electric, Grass, and then Hidden Power options as well. It has like Rain Dance, Sunny Day, I think. Tail Glow is obviously huge. And it's slow, but I don't care about that because I like that it functions in Trick Room. I like that it can be fast as well if it like with Scarf or if it boosted speed with the Z move. So I thought Circuitry was I don't understand why it's in tier 2. I think it's like actually really, really good. So Z Hypnosis is actually pretty common in singles, which sounds terrifying because you can't switch into it. Like if you switch in anything on Zerk and you get Z Hypnosis, the tail glows and then you lose. So like you have to have answers to it. So yeah, anyway, I like Circuitry a lot. It does add another ground weakness, but I do have Tangrowth for ground types. It's another thing that doesn't beat ice types though, so that's a problem. Next up, Mach. Okay, this thing is tier 3. Mach Alolan is tier 3, and that makes 0 sense. A lot of the picks that I took, I just thought like I picked the things that I thought were like in lower tiers than they should be. Mach gets Recycle. Can you think about that? Mach gets Recover, but you can store it in advance. And it gets Knockoff and Toxic, and it gets coverage moves, and it gets setup moves like Curse and Stockpile and Iron Defense, I think. Acid Armor? Probably Acid Armor. And it has really good stats, and it only has 1 weakness. And it's immune to Psychic, and it resists Ghost, and then it resists Poison, and it resists... Think. That might be it. Poison, Ghost, Dark, Psychic. Good resistances. Protects Reuniclus here. Really good. Really good Mon. Really freaking good Mon. And it's in tier 3. I don't know. I didn't think that made any sense, so I grabbed it. Great Mon. It gets Recycle. It gets Recycle and Gluttony. That's so good. It's 150% HP to begin with, and then you have to, like, how do you deal with that? I don't know. I thought it was busted. I think this thing is busted, and I don't have any idea why it's in such a low tier. So, yeah, what the heck? It's in tier 3. This thing's in a lower tier than Reuniclus. I don't know, man. I think that's crazy. So, Mach I thought was super good. I didn't really need the coverage, but it just seemed like such a good Mon to pass up. Like, I was like, there's no way this thing belongs in tier 3. That's stupid. So, yeah. Anyway, next is Silvally. I really wanted Araquanid. That was my original plan, because Araquanid is tier 4. VGC players, you know why that's wrong. You know why that's wrong. And in singles, it gets Sticky Webs now. Tier 4. I'm actually really upset I didn't get Araquanid. Like, that was the one. Like, Tornadus was like, I'm like kind of upset, but not getting Araquanid like really stung. But I picked Silvally. Tier 4! This thing is tier 4. It's a draft league. It's every type you need it to be. And it gets good moves. It gets Parting Shot. It gets a lot of coverage moves. It can be every type and get a stab move of every single type. And guess what? It's singles. Nobody runs Intimidate. So it's not like your multi-attack is suddenly like the worst attack ever. Now it's like the 4th worst attack ever. I don't know. So Volley tier 4, questionable in my opinion. U-turn, Parting Shot, Surf, every single type you need it to be, Snarl, Swords Dance, Flame Charge, like your boy is good. Silvally's a good Mon. That might be pushing it. Alright, I take it back, I'm sorry. Silvally might be a good Mon. Silvally might be good in Draft League format because it's tier 4 and it's every single type you could need. So if your opponent is a weakness to a type, and there's no way they can cover all of its sets. Not to mention it can do like really cool stuff in addition to changing type, like even just like Choice Band, Choice Scarf, like Choice Scarf Parting Shot into like Circuitry and then start boosting seems like really strong, for example. And Choice Band Double Edge is also pretty strong, and Choice Band Explosion, and I don't know, like I just think like I think it actually has a lot of potential. And I like can't believe it was this low. So I picked a lot of the tier 4 Mons were like actually a couple tier 4 Mons. You'll see I took 3 tier 4 Mons because I don't know. I guess I just don't understand singles, but like they're so low. Like good Pokemon are really low. So it's tier 4. Bronzong won Worlds. It's tier 4. I needed a Steel type. Bronzong is so good. I won Worlds with it. I won the MBL with it with Marcus. Bronzong is so freaking good. It's a great Pokemon. Registeel's tier 3 and Bronzong is tier 4. Someone explain that to me. Listen, I love Registeel. Don't get me wrong. I love Registeel. But why is Registeel in tier 3 when Bronzong is tier 4? Why is Bronzong tier 4? This is tier 2, okay? In my mind, tier 2. This is tier 1. This is tier 0. It's in its own tier. Bronzong is busted. So busted. Good coverage moves. Super strong Gyro Ball. Trick Room. Stealth Rocks. Trick. Rest. Confuse Ray. Hypnosis. Hello. Z Trick Room option with Hypnosis. Really strong, although they have Sleep Claws, so not that strong. Grass Knot. Does it get Energy Ball? Maybe it gets Thunder and Thunderbolt. It definitely gets Rain Dance. I don't know. Skill Swap? Okay. Listen, I know I'm not making a very strong case for Bronzong in singles, but I really do believe Bronzong is good. It's another Stealth Rocks user. I needed something immune to ground. That was the thing. I had no ground immunities, and I didn't have a Steel type either. And I really wanted a Steel type, and I think Bronzong is actually such a freaking good Pokemon. Like, it's a really good Pokemon, and I believe it. So yeah, that's Bronzong. I think it's a great Pokemon. It should not be tier 4. That's criminal. And speaking of should not be tier 4, Jellison. So, I almost took Primarina, but I ended up taking Jellison. I'm not that weak to Electric at the moment because I have Tangrowth and I have Circa and I have Garchomp. And also, like, Uranus and Flores are pretty specially bulky, so that's fine. Jellison, I wanted a Water type. I like that it's a spin blocker, although I don't think Rapid Spin is super common given Defog is everywhere. But it's another, like, basically, I was stuck between Primarina and Jellison, and I went with Jellison, even though Primarina is, like, a higher tier. Because my thought process was I wanted a third Trick Room option because my team is really slow. And I think a lot of people pointed that out because they think they're so original. Wow, like, yeah, I had a slow team, you jerks. Surprise! Yeah, I have a slow team. Deal with it. Like, it's fine. Chill. I have a slow team. However, I have 2 Trick Room options. Now I have 3. And so I picked Jellison because I didn't want to have... I wanted to have the option of running multiple Pokemon with Trick Room each week. And there was... Because because Reuniclus and Bronzong have an overlap with the Psychic typing, that also means they overlap in, like, Ghost and Dark weaknesses. So that's not ideal. And that's not ideal specifically because if there's a week where, Trick Room would really benefit me, I either have to bring both of them or... I'm so stupid. Okay, wait, listen. I know that was stupid because Jellison also has a Ghost and Dark weakness, but it's different, and I don't know why it's different, but it is different. There was a reason. Yeah, they all share Ghost and Dark weaknesses. Okay, that's fair. I do have Mach, so that's kind of okay. But anyway, I wanted a third Trick Room option because there are some weeks where, like, Reuniclus and Bronzong were gonna... Oh, because offensively, right? Because, like, sometimes, like, you don't want Psychic attacks, you want Ghost attacks, and, like, also having Water coverage is, like, very different. And also the fact that Jellison gets a Will-O-Wisp and Scald is really sets it apart in, like, what it does. And it can recover, whereas Bronzong can't recover. Reuniclus can recover, but also gets Regenerator. Yeah. So I took Jellison. Trick Room user, Will-O-Wisp user, Water Spout, has options offensively, has options defensively. Cursed Body is a really good ability in my opinion. Yeah, I just felt like it was a solid pick overall. It's slow, but it gives me a third Trick Room option, and I don't think Trick Room's that good in singles, but also, like, having a team with 3 Trick Room options, I think, like, especially given I have a couple strong sweepers, and my next pick is actually a really strong sweeper in Trick Room, Conk. So, basically, I think with 3 Trick Room options and a couple strong Trick Room, like, damage dealing options, I kind of don't mind, like, I kind of don't mind the lack of speed, personally. We'll see if it's actually... I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never drafted a singles team before, so I don't really know what a lot of the Pokemon do, but I'm doing my best. So, yeah. Anyway, I took Conk. I needed a tier 1. I didn't like a lot of the tier 1s that were left. I really wanted Tornadus T. That was really annoying that I didn't get it. I was my own fault. I waited too long. Like, I could have taken it way earlier. I probably could have taken it, like, after I took Mach or, like, I don't know, Bronzong. I don't know. I could have taken it at some point. It would have been good, but I took Conk. Conk and Reuniclus Conk was another mon I brought to all 3 regionals, nationals, worlds in 2011. So it's another one that's always had like a special place in my heart. Guts is a good ability. Iron Fist is a good ability. If you played VGC 2013, you know how hard Conk hits. Oko's like Rotom Wash with like Life Orb, Hammer Arm, Iron Fist boosted. It can depending on the spread. Good coverage moves: Ice Punch, Thunder Punch. Gets Knockoff, which is a really good move. Like a bunch of my Pokemon get Knockoff. Conkeldurr gets it. Mach gets it. Tangrowth gets it. That might be it. But that's like a lot. That's like 3. Having 3 options for knockoff I think is pretty good. Conk gets Mach Punch, which is really nice for priority. It can run Guts Facade. It can run Guts Drain Punch. It can run a whole lot of stuff. And it can also be really bulky with Assault Vest. And like with Drain Punch for recovery, that can be nice. Conk is another mon with Florges that I can Wish Pass into, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, and it's a mon that's pretty physically bulky, because that way, like, the burden isn't entirely on Tangrowth, because both Jellison and Reuniclus are really specially bulky, so, like, if I want to switch into something and set Trick Room, if I want to switch into something, like, Florges is good, but I'm not always going to be bringing Florges, so I thought having, like, an offensive Pokemon that could switch in and threaten stuff, that could also be specially bulky with Assault Vest and still have power was pretty viable, so... that's where I took Conk. I liked it as a tier 1. I thought it functioned well in and out of Trick Room, thanks to its bulk. I also, like, if you look at my team, I have no weaknesses to Rock at the moment, which is kind of nice because, at the moment, my defoggers are Savali, who gets defog, and Florges, but, like, Savali, I might not be bringing that often, and Florges, I don't know, like, there might be times when I don't want to run defog, because I can't run Rich, Protect, Heal Ball, defog, and Moonblast, so you have to give up one of those, so, basically, I like that it's not weak to Rock, and I like that none of my Pokemon at the moment are weak to Rock, so I thought that was, like, a pretty nice thing, because Stealth Rock's obviously super common in singles, so, yeah. Conk is a good mon. I like it a lot. And then lastly, for my last pick, I took Masquerade. I'm not telling you anything about Masquerade. I'm gonna use it and then you'll see. Is it shiny? I can't tell. Masquerade is the best. Look at it. Look at those things. Okay, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, listen. First of all, I thought it was a water type when I was a kid, and it's actually not. Second of all, look at those eyes. He has like the little pretty eyes, but then there's the big fake scary eyes. Don't mess. Let me offer you one piece of advice. All right, you listen here. I hope you're listening. Do not mess with Masquerade. And do not forget it. Anyways. Don't forget it. Seriously. That's a draft. I picked Reuniclus for my first pick. You are a hater if you hate my team. By definition. If you think my team is bad, you might be right. Congratulations. Wow. The guy who doesn't know how to play singles picked a bad team in singles. Congratulations. You want a freaking trophy? Hello? I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone knows I don't know what I'm doing, okay? You're not a genius. I know I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm the person who knows the most that I don't know what I'm doing. Alright? You're not special. Everyone knows. They only invited me here so they could beat me. Okay? But don't sleep on the kid. And don't sleep on me either. Because I'm not coming from the same frame of reference as all these guys, right? I might not be a great singles player and I might not have a good team. However, well, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like my team, well, that's probably not likely. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. Weekly battles for the GBA going up, I think starting next Sunday. This Sunday, sorry. So that'll be cool. I don't really know. Probably Sunday. It'll be up. I'm sorry I've been slow on uploads. I've been going, there's been like some stuff going on, so I've not been uploading very much, but I'm hoping to get back into it. I'm back at school now, so yeah, more to come on that. Hopefully more videos soon. I've got Dallas Regionals coming up soon, so I'm looking forward to that. Let me know if you'll see me there, because I'd like to meet a lot of you guys. And yeah, thank you. You know what? If you're a hater, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you are not a hater, I hope you also enjoyed my video. But shout out to the people who believe in me against all evidence. I appreciate you. I appreciate the true loyal fans. If you're a loyal fan, I love you. I love you because there's evidence to show that I am an idiot. But you're here anyways. And that means a lot. Because if I wasn't stuck being me, then I would not believe in Bewear. But since I am me, I happen to believe in Bewear. But anyway, I'm just rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Look, I'm really excited for the GBA. Thank you so much to them for having me. I'm really excited to make some waves, hopefully get some wins. And I'll see you next time. Peace.